If you have been wondering whether you have actually started healing, then today's video is for you. Hi, my name is Danya Ashokan. I'm a mindset coach and educator, and today we are going to look at 5 powerful signs that actually shows us that we have started healing. In the initial phases of our journey, when we have just started meditating, journaling, doing breath work, and all the things that we believe will help us heal, but we are yet to start seeing any changes in our external reality, how do we know if we have actually started healing, right? Like we can doubt and feel confused and lost and feel unsure whether we have actually started healing. But worry not, because in today's video, we are going to look at 5 subtle signs that shows us that we have actually started healing. One very common sign that we start seeing from the very initial stages of our healing journey is that we have now started becoming more aware, which means that we are now more aware about the impact that the different kinds of choices that we make throughout the day creates on our being. This means that we are now more aware about the impact that the food we eat creates on our body and our overall energy level. We are now more aware about the impact that spending time with different kinds of people has on our overall well-being. We are now more aware about the content that we consume, the movies, the books, and the series that we watch or the videos that we watch. And now we are now more aware about how consuming that makes us feel. Another common example is that we are now more aware about how spending time in certain places make us feel, the impact places have on us. So we are in general becoming more aware about the impact that the different kind of people, things, situations, places, food, and all that have on our overall energy level. We are now more aware about how that makes us feel, whether it makes us feel more energized or empowered, or whether it makes us feel more drained and tired and less motivated. Another common sign that shows us that we have actually started healing is that we have now started reacting differently, which means that in the same situations or the same people that used to trigger us previously, we have now started feeling more in control of our responses. We are now able to respond more deliberately and consciously. We are now able to choose how we want to respond in those same situations or triggers. So, the second common sign that shows us that we have actually started healing is that we have now started reacting differently to the same situations that used to trigger us previously. This doesn't mean that we avoid all kinds of confrontation and we don't get into any arguments with anyone or anything. But the difference is that we feel like we are more in control of how we are responding in those same situations. We feel like we have more of an authority or choice in those same situations, and we feel like we are able to be more in control of our own responses in those same situations that used to trigger us previously. The third sign that shows us that we have actually started healing is that we are now kinder to ourselves when we make mistakes. This means that we understand that the old ways of thinking and behaving were ingrained or programmed into our subconscious mind over time with practice, and changing that will take some time, which means that even though we have started making little progress towards what we want to do or how we want to live our life, we might continue to make little mistakes, but now we are more kinder to ourselves when we make those mistakes, which means that we don't immediately get into blaming and shaming ourselves when we make those mistakes. Instead, we are more compassionate and kinder to ourselves when we make those mistakes, and this kindness will help us ensure that we are able to continue showing up and doing the things that we want to do to create a different life or to create the life that we want to create now. Another common sign that we want to discuss in today's video is that, and this is a very powerful sign that actually shows us that we have started healing, and that is that we are now willing to show up imperfectly, which means that we don't wait to ensure that we are showing up only perfectly, which means that even though we committed to doing something for 1 hour today, but due to certain situations we were not able to do it for the show up for the entire 1 hour, then we show up for the 20 minutes that we can afford to show up for today. And it is this commitment that we are showing up for the things that matter to us, that we have identified as being a priority for us, and being willing to show up imperfectly for those things, that shows that we have started healing. This means that we don't wait till we feel that we are perfect, or we don't wait till we feel that we are now able to do everything perfectly to ensure that we are now starting to show up for our dreams. And this is a very powerful sign that shows us that we have actually started healing, because we are now able to accept ourselves more imperfectly, and we are able to be graceful towards our own selves, even though we are not able to do everything perfectly every day. Another common sign that actually shows us that we have started healing is that we are now more appreciative. And this means that we don't wait for those big, groundbreaking achievements or the big things in life to make us feel that we are now feeling grateful. But it means that we are now able to be grateful or feel grateful even when the little things go away. We are now tuned in and focused and paying attention to even the small little things every day that starts going our way, and we are able to appreciate that more deeply. So one powerful sign that shows us that we have actually started healing is that we are now much more appreciative of all the little things that have now started going our way. So let's quickly recap the 5 signs that we discussed in today's video that shows us that we have started healing. The first sign is that we are now more aware. We are now more aware about how different people, things, situations make us feel and the impact it creates on our emotional well being. The second sign that shows us that we have actually started healing is that we are now reacting differently to the same people or situations that used to trigger us previously. The third sign that we looked at is that we are now kinder to ourselves when we make mistakes. The fourth sign that we looked at was that we are now willing to show up imperfectly. And the fifth sign that we looked at was that we are now more appreciative of all the little things. We are now tuned in and focused and noticing and observing all the little things that starts going our way. And we are more appreciative of all the little things, all the big things. We are now appreciative of all the things that are now going our way. As we discussed in the beginning of this video, it's very common that in the initial phases of a healing journey, we start doubting or questioning if we are even making any progress or if any of the work that we are doing is even creating an impact, if it even matters. But it is observing and noticing these common signs that helps us continue to keep showing up in our own healing journey. So I hope you found today's video to be valuable. And if you did, do hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Sending a lot of love, strength, and peace towards each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Until next time, take care and bye.